A series of videos emerged beginning in 2017 revealing one of the most disturbing incidents of the war in Syria. An unarmed man taunted and tortured by 4 Russian-speaking men in military fatigues. They pin him down, and with a sledgehammer, they repeatedly strike his feet and his hands. His screams of agony drowned out by the sound of nationalist Russian military music and their laughter.
Later that year and in 2019, more video clips of the incident surfaced online. They're too graphic to show, too gruesome to even detail. The men take turns dismembering and beheading their victim, whose last words appeared to be reciting the Shahada, a declaration of a Muslim's faith typically spoken as a death rite.
Their perverse pleasure evident throughout this ordeal that played out in their makeshift Syrian desert torture chamber. One of the men was identified in a 2019 investigation published by the independent Russian paper Novaya Gazeta as an alleged member of Wagner, the shadowy Russian private military entity with links to the Kremlin that's operated in Syria alongside Russian forces. The victim was identified as Mohammed A., a Syrian army deserter. In 2019, Moscow said the reports, quote, have nothing to do with Russian military operations in Syria, and requests by Novaya Gazeta to the country's main investigative body to launch a probe were dismissed. 4 years after that grisly killing, rights groups from Russia, France, and Syria have filed legal action in Moscow in an attempt to trigger an investigation into the incident. It is the first time anyone has ever tried to hold any member of Wagner accountable for what rights groups say is part of a growing list of alleged atrocities committed by the mercenaries with an expanding global footprint that allows Russia to advance an off-the-books foreign policy. The case was filed on behalf of the victim's brother, who broke his family's silence in an exclusive CNN interview. For the safety of families still inside Syria, Abdullah asked us to conceal his identity.
أنا بدي يعني العالم تسمع يعني منشان توصل يعني قضية أخي لكل الناس، منشان يتحاسبوا هالمجرمين، منشان يعني أخي اليوم راح ما راح يرجع، بس يعني على الأقل يتحاسبوا المجرمين هذول وأمثالهم. يعني مو يعني أنا ما قام أقول إنه بس هذول كم شخص يعني في سوريا.
Abdullah says Mohammed never took part in the war. To support his young family, he worked as a construction laborer in Lebanon. The last time Abdullah heard from him, Mohammed said he'd been detained by the regime on his way back into Syria and forced to join the military. But he planned to desert.
أنا راح أمشي وما أعرف إذا أقدر أوصل لكم ولا ما أقدر أوصل لكم. فمن هالباب هذا يعني عم يقول لي سلم لي عليهم وخليهم يسامحوني وانتبهوا لأولادي ومرتي هذول أمانة يمكم، من هالحكي هذا يعني.
The family lost contact with Mohammed for months until this.
شاب من عندنا بعث لي مقطع فيديو، قال لي شوف المقطع هذا يمكن يكون أخوك. طبعا كان بالمقطع أخوي وعرفته يعني من لباسه وصوته وشكله. كان يتعرض للتعذيب من قبل يعني عساكر أما مهم سوريين، يعني لهجة أجنبية ما نفهمها أما مو لهجتنا يعني.
At first, Abdullah only got the torture video, and for months the family held on to the hope that Mohammed may still be alive. His father traveled to Damascus. He searched hospitals and jails for his son. Mohammed's death was only confirmed when the rest of the horrific videos appeared online.
Relaxed, smoking cigarettes, they posed for photos before setting his body on fire.
صعب يعني أنا ظليت لما شفت المقطع هذا 3 أيام بغرفة ما طلعت منها نهائي. حكيت لأهلي هيك أما ما بعثت لهم المقطع، يعني خفت من ردة فعلهم أبويا وأمي. طبعا يعني أخويا الحس شبه يعني صار معه مرض نفسي يعني من وراء المقاطع. حمل ثقيل يعني اليوم احنا مسؤولين عن عيلة يعني لا تعتبر يعني الشغلة مو سهلة يعني عدا انه التأثيرات يعني النفسية، ولما شفنا المقاطع شيء صعب، شيء يعني أريد أوصف يعني هسه ما أقدر أحكي يعني ما أقدر أعبر يعني عن الشيء اللي جواتي يعني.
Abdullah's never heard of Wagner. He just wants his brother's executioners punished.
بالنسبة للمجرمين هم نفسهم اللي عذبوه أقل شيء يعني السجن إذا تم اعتقالهم يعني هذا أقل شيء يعني إحنا ما راح يعني نسوي مثلهم أو أطالب إنه يصير بيهم مثل ما سووا بأخوي، لا مستعد يعني إذا يكلفني الشيء حياتي أهم شيء يتحاسبون.
In a war where well-documented atrocities have gone unpunished, Abdullah's quest for justice will not be easy. How does anyone get justice from a faceless, shadowy Russian outfit, unaccountable to anyone, one that officially doesn't even exist? Jumana Karache, CNN.